This will be our first time climbing in Yosemite, one of the centers and most iconic climbing places.
Rising in your eyes, nothing holds on, everything's just right.
I am right in front of El Capitan right now in Yosemite, and if you remember this mountain, this is the one that the man Alex Honnold climbed with no rope. He free soloed this mountain.
Up the canyon, you can see for miles.
This morning when we were driving into the park, we saw this guy and he had a puffer jacket on and he was getting out rope to get ready to climb. And Tori was like, look, it's Alex Honnold. And I looked over there and for a second I thought it was Alex Honnold, and then he turned around and he wasn't Alex Honnold. I told her, I was like, well, it does look like it could be Alex Honnold, like he kind of looks famous. And then the guy next to him looks over at me and he has these big eyes and big ears. Like if you've seen Alex Honnold, you know like that he's like very noticeable. And it's Alex Honnold! And I swear he made full eye contact with me when I was driving and I went like this.
Nothing so simple has ever broken to my heart. Taller than mountains, you wrapped me in.
Haven't had golden milk in probably a year. It's my favorite drink for cold weather though. It's just so good. It has a lot of turmeric in it too, and turmeric is really good for you. And it's very like sweet but also earthy and very spicy. I don't know how to describe it. Now I think I'm going to make a breakfast hash for brunch. I'm going to use potatoes, sweet potatoes, onions, vegan sausage that we have, as well as some kale. And this is the first thing we've eaten all day, so we're getting pretty hungry.
Like a bowl, like I don't think I need a tortilla.
Yeah.
Tilts her head. I am
It's
lost.
so cute.
I love rosemary. I'm so excited that Nicole's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to meet her from everything I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Been in love too long. Knew I was wrong to let you down again. Introducing you to all my friends when I was
We are finally at the trailhead for our hike. It was a whole journey to try to figure out what hike to do, but we're with our friend Grace that we met up with. Hi! And I'm just gonna change and pack my bag for this hike right now. I just got this new backpack, and it has like one of the bladders in it, which I've never had a backpack that has a bladder in it, so I'm really excited to try it out.
That was really exciting.
I feel like I've always wanted this because I feel like I'll drink more water on the trail.
Mm-hmm. They're so nice.
I'm so excited for this. I've always wanted a backpack with one of these. I'm going to put this bladder in the backpack, and then I'm also going to pack some snacks. And since this isn't that long of a hike, I might not bring that much more, but I am gonna bring binoculars because Grace is bringing binoculars and I feel like that would be fun.
And if Grace brings binoculars,
then we have to bring binoculars. Cliff Bars. We're going to bring the chocolate chip flavor and cool mint chocolate. And then binoculars, and that's it. Not too much. This Everfun hydration backpack has been so nice to have while I'm in Yosemite. My favorite thing about this pack is the separated insulated bladder compartment. Right now in Yosemite, it's really cold, but when it gets hot outside, this insulated compartment will keep my water cold for up to 6 hours. The BPA-free bladder has a wide opening for easy filling and holds up to 3 liters of water. This backpack is also very comfortable and has ultra-elastic 3D breathable back padding and shoulder straps, as well as an adjustable waist strap to take the load off. It also has large capacity and a foldable rain cover. If you're interested in getting a hydration pack for your outdoor adventures or gifting one for the holidays to your outdoorsy friend, I highly recommend Everfun, and my favorite thing about them is that it's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So if for any reason you are not 100% satisfied with the backpack, Everfun will issue you a full refund or an exchange. I've included the link to this backpack in the description box, and with that, let's get back to the hike.
Getting her hair soaking wet.
How was it? Oh my god, your face is so red.
It feels really good, actually. Refreshing. You guys should try that, actually.
Tori decided to dunk her head in the freezing cold glacier water, and then we all were like, well, maybe I want to try. So now we're all gonna try it. She said it's very refreshing.
It's much deeper.
No, wait, what? It's really just... Was it much deeper? Should we go? What? Okay, whatever.
No, there's literally no water.
Okay. Okay, to the other side.
Moving again. Okay. Ready?
This is not very deep. I like can't really put my face in this. How did you do this, Tori?
Okay, 1.
Okay. Go.
It's got enough.
Tori is so good.
She loves it. She's a fucking water monster.
Good morning. We woke up at 6 a.m. again today, and the post office just opened because it's 9 now. We just like worked for a couple hours. So we're going to go to the post office because I ordered a bunch of stuff there under general delivery, which is what I do often for getting packages on the road. And hopefully our packages are there. Like, I hope.
Hopefully.
I know, sometimes like this has happened a couple times, like not that often, but a package is supposed to be there and it's not there. So
I don't have a tracking number for mine either.
Neither do I. Fingers crossed that all our packages are here. Let's go check it out.
Waves and roads, the highway gold is in our hands. Rusted hope and city smoke, the violet lands. I feel it every now and then. I remember what you said, that it was us.
I couldn't help myself, so I already opened all of the packages, as you can tell. Starting with these pants that my dad shipped me. This is from the brand Rolas, and it's the Sailor jeans, I think. And it's in the color Salt. Oh my god, these were more expensive than I thought they were. They were very expensive, but I just wanted to invest in like a white pair of jeans that are flared, and yeah, I've wanted these for years now. So the second thing I got is for a TikTok sponsorship that I have to do, but I also really love Esther Perel. This card game is by Esther Perel. She's a therapist, I believe, and I've watched a lot of her like speeches on YouTube because she has a lot of good information. So it's like a card game, a game of stories called Where Should We Begin? I'm really excited to try this out with Tori because we love card games. And then the third thing is also for a sponsorship by The Good Patch. They are B12 Awaken patches that you can like peel and put on your body. Now that I've opened up all my packages, we are going to go to the crag in the valley and do a little rock climbing. Okay, so shoes, harness, my shoes. Feel how textured and grippy the wall is. We are about to climb this crack. I don't have a lot of experience crack climbing, so I'm going to be top roping it after Nicole lead climbs and sets up everything for us. I'm nervous. Yosemite is one of the most iconic rock climbing places in the world, and coming into this valley, it really does feel like the center of climbing, especially right now during off-season where there's not as many tourists, but there's lots of climbers. But because Yosemite is one of the most iconic climbing spots, it also means that a lot of the routes are sandbagged. This simply means that really strong climbers were pioneering these routes, and because they were so strong, they have graded the routes to be much easier than they actually are. The routes in Yosemite are also majority trad climbing, and there's a lot of crack, both of which I'm not familiar with. So naturally, we had Maddie's friend from college, Nicole, start the climb, since she's most familiar with climbing in Yosemite. She cruised through the crack climb, and we all attentively watched her technique. We observed how she would jam her foot into the crack, starting with her knee facing out, and then methodically moving her knee more parallel to the crack. With her hands, she put them into the crack and they would disappear into the dark abyss. But she did explain to us after the climb that the trick is to insert your hand into the crack, and once inside, to slide your thumb down towards your palm and flex your hand muscles to make your hand larger. Once you do this, it surprisingly feels really sturdy, and you can pull up your whole body weight with your feet and hands in the crack. After Nicole finished the climb, I was the next person to try it out. It felt really foreign to me, but since this is my first crack climb I've ever done, I'm just really proud of myself for finishing the route without falling. After I climbed, Maddie gave it a try, and then Tori tried it out, and we all took turns playing around on the wall in one of the most beautiful places I have ever climbed outdoors. Done cracks, so you don't know how to say
Yeah, well,
that.
that's why. It's because I like don't do it. Don't trend from this.
No. We finished climbing and now we got back to our vans and we're just at a random pull-off in Yosemite cooking dinner for the night before we go to our campsite. I am making tofu and Maddie is making rice and more vegetables because we now have, how many people in our group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 people in our group. Started with 2, now we're here. But because there's so many people, I have a lot of tofu to cook, so.
These are my bruised hands after crack climbing.
That was way too close, all up in my eyes. That was just for fun, not to your surprise. I could try again and lose my mind. Test me one more time, I'll just dry my eyes.
We are going to bed now, and tomorrow is day 2 of climbing despite the bruised hands. It's time to go to bed because we are waking up bright and early to go climbing on the other side of the valley.
I'm Tori, and I love Sarah. She's my girlfriend. We're going climbing, and I don't know what kind of climb it's going to be today. Another day, another month.
All these layers. Oh my gosh. I finished lead climbing, I bailed at the end, and I also took a fall. It was my first unintentional fall, and I got a little scraped up, but more than anything, I was just like mentally scared, so I didn't finish it. But Nicole's going to finish it right now, and she's probably gonna crush it. I got into climbing when I was in high school, and at the time, I was terrified of heights, and honestly, I still kind of am. I don't get scared when I'm on top rope anymore because there's really no risk of falling, but on lead, there is a risk of falling, even if it's only 5 or 10 feet. The methods of climbing are built to keep you safe, so rationally I know that I can trust my gear and the belayer, but oftentimes when I'm lead climbing, irrational fear takes over. I'm afraid to do certain movements or push myself, even though I know I'm in a position where I would be safe if I fell. Lead climbing has really illuminated how irrational fear and limiting beliefs can hold me back from achieving my highest potential. But I think that irrational fear can hold us back in many different areas. It can be the fear of failure, fear of how we're perceived by others, or the fear of change. One thing I've been trying to do recently is simply expose myself in small doses to what I'm afraid of. In this scenario, it's lead climbing, but this can be applied to so much more that I'm afraid of. And as we all know, getting out of our comfort zones is a big key to growth. Even though it may feel scary to do it, it's so rewarding to look back and see how you've overcome some of your limiting beliefs.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we are back at the campsite after a long day of climbing, and we have a bonfire going because it's like our last goodbye before some of the people leave. Nicole is leaving tomorrow morning and so is Grace. So after that, it's just gonna be the 4 of us, me, Tori, Maddie, and Sarah. Anyways, I'm really excited to have this bonfire. It's been a while since I had that and it sounds really cozy. And Sarah made us soup.
Cleaning out the bowls from this morning so that we can eat the soup that other Sarah made. Gosh, that looks amazing. It smells like
Climbing this week was so much fun, but I'm going to wrap up this video here, and the rest of our Yosemite adventures will be in the next video. So if you did enjoy this video, please like, because it really supports my channel, and subscribe because I post videos every Sunday. Bye!